Okay, so you want to own a car wash. Buy a strip of land on a busy corner, put up a tunnel, and watch cars roll through all day while the cash register fills itself. No employees arguing with customers. No inventory going bad in a back room. Just water, brushes, and a line of cars that never stops. Drive past one on a Saturday, and the line backs up onto the street. You watch that and think, this thing must print money by the hour. Here's the problem. You're looking at the 1 hour of the week that lies to you the most. Same as a gym on a Monday evening. A modern car wash is not really a car cleaning business. It's a real estate business wearing a conveyor belt, financed like a subscription company. And once you understand that combination, everything about how these businesses make money and how the best funded chain in the country still went bankrupt starts to make sense. There isn't one car wash business. There are 4, and they're not the same bet. At the bottom, the self-serve wash. A few open bays where the customer sprays their own car down with a wand. That's $20,000 to $70,000 per bay. Almost no staff, almost no revenue. Above that, the in-bay automatic. A machine does the work in 1 to 6 bays. No conveyor. That's a $300,000 to $600,000 build. Above that, the express exterior tunnel, the format that has taken over new construction, 60 to 80 feet of conveyor, no interior cleaning, drive on, get washed, drive off, free vacuum on the way out. A typical build runs $600,000 to $800,000. And at the top, the full tunnel with the works, 100 to 130 feet of conveyor and a canopy of vacuum stalls, running $1 million to $1.8 million. And a genuinely flagship location in an expensive market can run anywhere from $3.85 million to over $10 million. Every one of these is a different answer to the same question a gym owner has to answer. Do you make your money from a few customers paying a lot or a huge number of customers paying almost nothing, automatically, every single month? That question is why the express tunnel has swallowed the industry. It's built entirely around the second answer. The expensive part isn't the wash equipment. It's turning a strip of dirt into something that can legally handle a non-stop flow of water and chemicals. Tunnel length is the single biggest cost lever in the whole project. Every extra 10 feet of conveyor adds roughly $80,000 to $120,000. Once you count the structure, the extra brushes, the water lines, and the chemical feed, a 100-foot tunnel and a 130-foot tunnel aren't 30 feet apart in cost. They can be $500,000 apart. Then there's water. A tunnel uses 30 to 50 gallons per vehicle, and most cities won't let you build one without a reclamation system that filters and reuses most of that water. Water utility infrastructure alone can run over $35,000 before you've bought a single brush. Add land, structure, equipment, and permitting, and a serious express tunnel lands anywhere from $600,000 on the lean end to multiple millions on the flagship end before a single car has been washed. Once the doors open, the operating bill never stops. Monthly costs, water, electricity, chemicals, labor, maintenance, typically run $2,000 to $6,000 on a modest location and climb well past that on a high-volume flagship site. Chemicals are a bigger line item than most first-timers expect, since every wash automatically doses soap, wax, tire shine, and drying agent, and sloppy dosing quietly burns cash on every single car. Labor is where this format wins. A well-run express location runs on 6 to 9 total employees, one loading the conveyor, maybe one signing people up for memberships, the rest on vacuums and upkeep. A full-service wash with hand drying needs 10 or more people standing at the tunnel exit at all times. That labor gap is the entire reason investors keep building express exterior over anything else. Here's where this starts looking like the gym down the street, except the trap runs backwards. The real revenue engine isn't the $8 or $12 single wash you pay for once. It's the unlimited monthly membership, usually $20 to $40 a month for as many washes as you want. A well-run tunnel converts 30 to 50% of its regulars into members, and once someone joins, they stay. Monthly cancellation runs only 3 to 6%. Now, if you remember the gym video, the ideal gym member barely shows up because every visit costs the gym real money. A car wash member is the opposite. The ideal customer washes their car 3 or 4 times a month, and the business is still deeply profitable, because the marginal cost of running one more car through the tunnel is close to nothing. $1 or $2 in reclaimed water and chemical against a membership that already paid for itself on visit 1. The tunnel doesn't care if a member came once this month or 12 times. The doser and the conveyor motor are running either way. A single location with 2,000 active members paying $35 a month is pulling in $70,000 a month in pure recurring revenue, $840,000 a year, before a single one-time customer pulls onto the lot. So if the model is this good, why would anyone with a well-run tunnel ever lose money? Starting around 2014, private equity discovered this exact model and fell in love with it. Recurring revenue, thin labor costs, real estate that appreciates on its own. One of the biggest roll-ups, Zips Car Wash, grew through more than 40 acquisitions to 260 locations, over $300 million a year in revenue, and a 625,000 member unlimited club supplying 2/3 of all its income. On paper, textbook version of everything this video just described. It filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in February 2025. Zips had piled up $654 million in debt, much of it from acquisitions and sale-leaseback deals that pulled cash out of its own real estate in exchange for locking in rent payments on buildings it used to own outright. When interest rates rose in 2022 and 2023, the interest expense ballooned at the same time. Labor and chemical costs climbed too. It entered bankruptcy with about $1 million in cash against $600 million in debt. Lenders took control, and the company rejected 41 locations, 16% of its footprint. Real, functioning car washes closed not because they weren't washing cars, but because the debt sitting on top of them couldn't be serviced anymore. And Zips wasn't alone. So much capital poured into new tunnels between 2020 and 2025 that entire metro areas ended up with 5 or 6 competing locations fighting over the same customers, dragging down volume everywhere at once. Same lesson as the gym industry's own bankruptcies. A location washing thousands of cars a month can still be one refinancing away from insolvency if the debt on top of it was never sized to what the business could actually pay back. Strip away the financing games, and the math is simple. Membership revenue plus one-time retail washes, minus rent or debt service. A lean crew, chemical and water costs, utilities, and insurance. That's why the industry averages 14 to 15% profit margins, high for a service business, and why a sensibly financed, well-located tunnel remains one of the quietest, most profitable pieces of small commercial real estate in the country. The version that works is boring on purpose. The version that fails almost never runs out of customers. It runs out of room to keep paying for a future that assumed the good years would never end.